we're going to have another story today. Our story today is called Mother Bruce. If you see, they crossed off the word goose right here, so it does not say Mother Goose, it says Mother Bruce. And this story was written by Ryan T. Higgins. You see his name right here at the bottom? Right here. He's also the one who wrote Don't Eat Your Classmates. And I had said we were going to read some more books by this person. So here's our first one. This book has also won an award. It has won the Ezra Jack Keats Honor Award. So we'll have to see what makes this book so special. Do you see this? I wonder what that's going to be. Where do you think Bruce lives? Look in the picture. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like sunny days. He did not like rain. Sun or rain? That's opposites. He did not like cute little animals. Bruce only liked one thing. Eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat raw eggs like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. That's kind of how we're learning right now. That's how Bruce is learning how to cook. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. He has a shopping cart in the forest. First he caught a few salmon, then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range or organic? Do you see that? We have our salmon, we have our honey, and now he's at Mrs. Goose. At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. What do you think his surprise is going to be? Mama! Do you see that? What happened to the eggs? Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Is Bruce their mama? Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason, he lost his appetite. Bruce skipped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest, only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Be back in April. Well, she didn't have any goslings, so she didn't have to stay. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. But he was followed. Mama, Mama. Bruce was very stern and said things like, "Go away," and "I am not your mother," and also, "I liked you better when you were eggs." Roar! Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. Look at the poor little goslings. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama! He ran. Look at that. He even climbed a tree. It didn't work. So what are they doing? They're following him. Look at their feet. I think some of them are even walking like him. Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. Blech, ew, yuck. They didn't like what they had to eat. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Here, it says they're annoying baby geese. Here, they're stubborn teenage geese. On the bottom, they're boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of these geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration. But they didn't listen. Instead, look at, they have hats and coats and scarves on. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. He made a slingshot. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. They love Bruce. So, Bruce decided to pack some eggs and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus. There's a bus right there. Even the geese have little bags. And migrated to Miami. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. Uh-oh. Look at that. See at the bottom here? What do we have here? We have a little turtle going up to the goose, and it says, Mama. Look over here, and right here, there. Do you see that? That is an egg. Did you know that turtles come from eggs too? Not just birds come from eggs. Reptiles, too, come from eggs. And so do fish. Here's his egg. He hatched and saw the goose and thinks the goose is his mama. There's our Miami Beach. Well, I hope you liked our book today, Mother Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins.